What is going on, guys? My name is Peter Roberts. Today we're going to break down how I transform my small college dorm living space into a full-fledged eBay business. Coming to college, I was unsure how am I going to pull this off, but I'm going to show you exactly how I pulled it off with a limited amount of space. And more importantly, this business is actually becoming very profitable and is allowing me to make money in college with minimal amount of time because school is taking up a lot of my time. So I want to show you guys how you can kind of store a lot of inventory with little space, and more importantly, how you don't need much fancy equipment to run an eBay business, and how you can do it no matter what. So don't make any excuses for yourself. I'm gonna break you down the shipping, supplies I use, the bins I use to store, and more importantly, the printer. So from top to bottom, I'm gonna show you how I run my eBay business from a tiny little dorm. Please excuse the clutter and mess. I am a college student with no mother here to help clean my room. Just kidding, but let's get it. So first, what is kind of most important is how do you store my inventory? What do I do to store my inventory, and where is it kept? Luckily for me, my raised bed here at college allows for some room, and I want to show you guys some suggestions if you're trying to store inventory. So for me, I have these little white totes, these clear totes that allow me to store a lot of inventory just in the compartments of my own room. But also we have a secret room which also holds a lot of inventory, but we're gonna break that down a little bit. So let me show you guys something. As you can see, my bed underneath here is pretty raised. I have 1, 2, 3 totes, and some of these little like duffel bags are all stored underneath my bed to keep my inventory. So in this bag, mainly box tote, we have a lot of shoes, and also we have another one tucked up under there as well with more shoes. And then under here it's a little broken. Please excuse that, but we're still able to slide out and then store a majority of inventory. This is like some older inventory that I have that is not that organized, and then we have newer recent inventory. Smaller items are all underneath the bed. So what I guys kind of do is I utilize these bins to allow me to store some smaller inventory in there, especially clothes. I do sell mainly clothes and shoes, but keeping that bin storage underneath my bed really saves me a lot of time from just pulling out the bins, and also saves me a lot of space. You can fit a lot of stuff in these duffels and also in these bins as well. So not super sophisticated, but the bins are a high quality tool to have to store some inventory. Not the highest quality, you can see some of those ripped, but the more inventory I get, the more I'm planning on getting. So I'm trying to fill up. I could say that each bin individually can hold about 40 comfortably items in them. And then here behind me, right in front of me, I'm gonna show you guys what I use. This ring light here is just simple when I set up my listing and pictures, and this is where I take my pictures. Let me show you guys. It's super simple. So this hanger here is actually where I hang my items on this whole white wall, along with this natural light as well. And then this right here, I just took pictures this morning. I just use a simple light here, and with the white background and the white bottom, I'm able to take the shoes right on here. But overall, I'll just hang the listing right on the wall here, and then have this light kind of off to the side, and then my LED light behind me kind of just flashing on there as well to maximize the best lighting for the pictures of the clothes. And then again, I'll use the natural light. But overall, on the corner here, I'll list any new inventory that I have that I'm not taking pictures of. Again, book bag, that's mine, sorry, but any like items that I get at the thrift, I'll mark here. Once I take the pictures, I'll go ahead and sort them in the bins. Shoes go in there, smaller items all through here. And then I'm gonna show you guys kind of this. Here's a little bit of the apartment, kind of smaller, but here is where I store a lot of my bigger, bulkier items. So all through here, you can see this rack has about 50 items on them. I try to keep the higher, more cost-effective items through here just because they're hung up. I don't want to get them wrinkled, stained, and all that, so I keep them under here. As you can see, you can store a decent amount of inventory all through here. We got the racks, we got the hangers, and then we have excess hangers up here just to store. So this coat hanger rack came clutch when I first moved in here, and I knew I wasn't going to store any of my personal items in here. Rather, I was going to store the items I can fit in here just so have my eBay business. So guys, that right there saves me a lot of money, and also makes it super efficient for me to fit and buy more inventory because I know I will have a spot to put them on. So number one, I'd say it's a small dorm, but I was able to find a decent amount of space. But if you guys can utilize the totes, and if you have any, like back at home before I came to college, I would just use a simple clothing rack that I bought at Walmart. Currently just picked up another one my mom sent me a picture of. So these inventories, if it doesn't sell when I go back home for the summer, I'm gonna need to transport it. But the rack is super beneficial with the hangers, all that. So if you can get your hands, check Facebook Marketplace. You'll be surprised. I actually got the new hanger rack for free on Facebook. And then let me show you guys where I kind of do the listing, printing, all that hoo-ha jazz. So basically, I have my computer here. Usually if I had a sale, come in here, check out my eBay, keep your goals listed. This is where you get the thinking in. I run it through here, but basically I have my computer area here, just simple desk. And then I'll have my little printer right here. And if you guys see here, this is a Bluetooth wireless, I want to say not wireless because I need the wire, but this is a Dyno 4XL label printer. Best investment I've ever made. Not endorsing Dyno printer. Any label printer would do well. 4X size, because that's the best that ships on these labels. And then I'm gonna give you an example of something I sold. So I use these polyester bags here, $15 or $12 on Amazon. I'm gonna cover up the label that I just sold. But once this is someone sold or an item that gets purchase, I ship the label, print the label, then I get ready to ship the product. This is what it looks like before I take it to the post office. So super simple. And then I just use a simple, it's like a food scale, but it's all I need for these small packages. Weigh the items. It saves you costs and allows you to be more accurate on shipping. So guys, if you're thinking about, like, one of the best decisions I made here at college was I used to always print back at home on a regular jet ink printer all my labels. I would be cutting out labels, and it was a lot of work, and I didn't realize I was actually wasting money because the ink was expensive, and then I had to buy paper. But the best by far investment I've ever made in my eBay business was this label printer. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you think you should get one, just think twice, because this thing is fast, efficient, and I bought it for like $160 on eBay when it came with all these extra rolls. These are a little expensive, but if you can find a good deal with some rolls, label ink, and all that stuff, it's all super fast. Disregard the label ink because I don't know how that works, but I know I'm not replacing ink anytime soon. The label printer is super fast. So once you get that connected, you're gonna actually be able to scale your business because you're gonna be more efficient, and I just learned it's so much worth it. So enough with that. So that's kind of what I do at this small little apartment. I can easily generate like 500 to 800 lately in sales. I'm selling a crazy amount. I actually have almost 200 listings in this apartment right now. It doesn't look like much or doesn't feel like much, but basically on some of my other videos I talk about my sourcing strategy, and my sourcing strategies allow me to buy higher ticket items because in a smaller dorm, you're not gonna be able to pick up everything that you think that's gonna make money. Rather, I tell you guys how to target like things that are gonna make you at least $10 and on. I will not pick anything up that's not gonna make me any higher margin. So being in a college dorm, I have to be very picky on what I pick up because there's only a limited amount of space, and I want to be as efficient and as effective as possible for my dorm. So if you could use these strategies, if you guys don't have much room at your house, or you're trying to find a spare room to put your listings in, use some of these tote strategies. If you can find a hanger, put them up for yourself, because you're gonna be able to make some money yourself. No matter what your space issues are or your limitations, please find a way, because it's your time to start making money. So I'm doing that as a part-time eBay seller from college. I spend a majority of my time when I'm not hitting the books or going to class, thrifting, reselling, printing orders. Like, orders are coming in every day. That was one order today, but we're gonna get probably 2-3 at least a day. I at least hit 3 sales usually a day, and then one more come through rolling through the weekend. So we get ready. I got everything listed for the weekends because the weekend sales are about to roll in. It is crazy and chaotic. So I'm actually gonna go home this weekend. I have an obligation for my brother's graduation, but we're gonna go do this, guys. This is how I'm running my small eBay business. This is how I turned my eBay business into my college dorm. I'm living in a business, and you guys can do it yourself. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Peter Roberts, if you missed it. You guys mean the world to me. If you have any comments, leave them below. Like this video, and if you've not subscribed, do that for me real quick. It would be awesome. But you guys better have a great weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna post this, but leave a comment again. Let me know what you think, and don't limit yourself. Find room, find space, and start listing on eBay, because you're gonna start making your own money. This is the ring light. Look how good the quality is. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace out.